Hello everyone and welcome back. I am just going to show you my stove, our family stove that we use and we try to look after. Sometimes when I'm talking to people about the stove, a common question is, how do you keep it clean? And this is what we're going to talk about now. So I've left it a bit dirty so that we can use some of the cleaning tools that I use, and as you can see, it's mucky here, it's mucky here, and the first thing I want to show you is this brush. This is a brush my wife found on Amazon. I think it's called Maveris brush set, and it's incredibly useful. It's pretty much the only brush I have for the stove, and I use this every day, and it just does the job. So I highly recommend this. It's £14, and it's very, very worth that £14 because I use it every day, and I'm sure you will. So what I usually do is I'll just lift the camera so you can see it more clearly. I mean, we often get a lot of dust here, so I usually in the morning give that a brush, and as you can see, it cleans up nice. I tend not to use any cleaning products and things like that because of the paintwork. I'm afraid that it will leave stains, and so I just regularly brush it. And for the door, I simply use baby wipes. And so if I just open the door, as you can see, I take that, most of it comes off. The black stuff at the bottom, that's a little bit more difficult, and so I keep a carrier bag at the side, and so it's just less work to keep a carrier bag that you can throw out all the time, because these little bits that get left over, they can go everywhere. They can go all over the bin, and I thought to myself, why not have a box? And I put it in a box, but it became messy, and I find that this is far easier just to have a carrier bag. And so I'm going to use the shovel of the brush now, and every morning when the stove is cold, as you can see, it's a good size, and I can just get straight in there and empty everything I need to. It doesn't take long, and this brush is particularly useful because it can get into the corners like this. I can simply go like this and get inside of here, and the brush, simply brush it down like that, and then you can brush this into the tray at the bottom. So if we brush that like that, and then when we open the tray, it's very easy to empty because we've got the shovel, and we can just easily put it into the bag. And so this is what I do every day, and some people think, oh, that would be very hard to do that and to maintain and to keep that up, but I find, and it's so true, that if you do things regularly, it becomes easier. And if you have a stove, they're not cheap, so we must look after them, and that's the same thing with everything. if you look after it and you do things regularly to look after them, then it's not such a big deal when you have to clean it, and it doesn't take long. And so I do that every day. And see, it's really good to have routines. I'm particularly inspired by an Islamic teaching where our maker, our sustainer, we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he likes good deeds, of course, but he particularly likes the deeds that are regular and small but regular. And if we look at something like this, this is a perfect example of something that one can do regularly. And we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes things that are clean, and that's a big part of religion, to keep clean. And it's very important that the children see the cleaning taking place all the time, so that they, and it's so true about children, that they really like routines. They like their place, they like their certain activities that they have to do. And it's the same for adults. And so I find that this is a good system, to wake up in the morning, give it a clean, and then to get the fire going. It's very useful to have a log burner because it's very cozy. It's very well, it doesn't cost if you can get the wood. And I'm very thankful that we get given some wood from some really nice, very nice Muslim man who kindly allows me to go into his factory and take the small bits of wood that he doesn't need. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him for that. Sorry about the camera work here. I was just rambling on. And so I'm going to get this going, and I will see you next time for another video about the stove, where I will show you how to light it. And I remember one of the first times I used this stove, it was really difficult to start a fire. You wouldn't think it would be so difficult, but I'll see you next time.